to know how to find the highest normal form in a relation. So you have to take these steps to find the highest normal form. First of all, you will find all the candidate keys, and then from those candidate keys you can find prime and non-prime attributes. Those attributes which are part of the candidate keys are called prime attributes, and other attributes are called non-prime attributes. And then you will start with the highest normal form, that is BCNF, and if it is not in BCNF, then you will check it for third normal form, and then for second normal form, and so on. So let's see an example. Say you have a relation R with these 5 columns and these functional dependencies. So first of all, we find candidate key. So we combine all these columns and this becomes a super key, and then we simplify this super key using these dependencies, that if you have V, then you can derive these 4 columns. So yes, we do have V, so we remove all these 4 columns. So V is now a candidate key because we cannot simplify it further. So now we check whether there are other candidate keys as well. To check for that, we need to see on the right hand side of these functional dependencies. So here you see that V does exist on the right hand side here. So if you have Wx, you can determine V, so we replace V with Wx. So another candidate key we get is Wx. So we have V and Wx, 2 candidate keys. And next we see we have W on the right hand side here. Yes, W is here on the right hand side. So if you replace W with the left hand side, that is V, we will get Vx. And Vx is not a candidate key because its subset V is already a key. Next you replace X with its left hand side, and that is again V. So WV is again not a candidate key because its subset V is itself a candidate key. So we have just 2 candidate keys, V and Wx, and from here you know that we have 3 prime attributes, that is V, W and X, and other attributes are non-prime attributes, that is Y and Z, and these 2 are candidate keys. So now we start with the highest normal form, and the highest normal form says that in the functional dependencies set, all the there should be only keys on the left hand side. So let's check for that. V is a key, yes. V is a key. It is a key, yes. But Y is not a key, because if you have Y, you cannot determine all other attributes. So it is not in BCNF. So now next we check for third normal form, and the third normal form says non-prime attribute should not determine non-prime attribute. This is a prime attribute, yes, and this is a prime attribute, yes, but this is not a prime attribute. So again it is not in third normal form. Next we check for second normal form. The second normal form says no partial dependencies. No partial dependency means that the subset, proper subset of the candidate key should not determine any other attribute in the table. So V is the whole candidate key, Ws is the whole candidate key. So no partial dependency, no partial dependency, and Y is not the part of any candidate key, so no partial dependency. So yes, it is in second normal form. So next we see another example. Let's say here we have a relation with these 5 columns and these dependencies, and first of all we determine candidate keys. We combine all these columns to get a super key, and then we simplify this super key to find the candidate key. And to simplify the super key, we will consult these functional dependencies, and these say that if you have VW, you can determine X, Y and Z. So we can get rid of these 3 attributes. So VW is our candidate key, and VW is the only candidate key as it doesn't exist on the right hand side. No, it's not the only, because its part V is on the right hand side. Yes. So we replace V with Y, it becomes YW. So YW is now a guided key. So we have two guided keys, VW and YW. And from these guided keys we get the prime attributes, which are V, W and Y, and these are non-prime attributes. So now we start checking for highest normal form, that is BCNF. BCNF says that there must be only keys on the left hand side. So here you see that VW is a key. Yes, it is a key, it is a candidate key. And Y is a key. No, Y is not a key. This is key, this is not a key, so it is not in BCNF. Now we see for third normal form, and the third normal form says that non-prime attribute cannot determine non-prime attributes. VW is non-prime, is prime attribute, so it is okay. But Y is also prime attribute, and V is also prime attribute, so it's also okay. So yes, it is in third normal form. So this is how we check the highest normal form in relation.